Welcome as I go through each individual US Census and I talk about what you should not miss on it. I'm going to start with the 1950 census because it is the most recent one that has been released, because the US censuses are released to the public every 72 years. So the most important thing I want you to take away from this about the 1950 census is pay attention to anybody that is listed on a sample line, because they had to answer the supplemental questions down below. So make sure you're not missing those incredible detailed answers just because you're only looking at what comes up in an ancestry search and not paging down. So one of the big things you need to pay attention to here is the address. Look it up and see if it's still the same location as now on Google Maps, because that can help you figure out where somebody lived, which church they might have attended, and if there are any other relatives nearby, as well as helping you track them between census years. Pay attention to the instructions at the top. One of the big ones is the order that people are listed. See how the census enumerator was supposed to list people. You're supposed to do first the head, then the wife, any unmarried sons and daughters in order of age, married sons and daughters and their families, other relatives, and other people such as lodgers, roomers, or hired hands. Pay attention to that to help figure out who these people are. Relationship to head of household is included, extremely, extremely helpful. Race, it has actually been expanded for the first time in a while. So pay attention to that. It includes American Indian, Japanese, Filipino, and other race that you're supposed to spell out. How old is this person on their last birthday? Remember that people are not asked which year they were born, they're just asked their age, so there's room for faulty math. What state or foreign country were they born in? If they are naturalized, that's a big one to pay attention to. What was the person doing last week? Were they working? Their occupation. And these are some huge details that you need to pay attention to. And this is also the last time that people were visited by a census enumerator in person. After that, it became a mail-in form. One of the biggest things that I think the 1950 census is missing is where the mother and father of the person were born. You can get that information if they were on the sample line and had those supplemental answers at the bottom.